Hey folks, this is ioEther and we're back with some more world tanks. So as you can see, this is Dude 101 T101? Oh, we're just gonna start calling him Dude, because really, why not? And he's in one of my favorite tanks ever, the ELC. Are those lions? Oh, those are dice, of course. Yeah, because ELC needed eyes, right? Best eyes ever. Anyways, this is sorry, thinking about multiple things. Well, that one that I can't pronounce. But this is an awesome match for an ELC. Now it is a tier 7 game, but he's a scout tank, right? So he's just gonna go and do awesome things. Ooh, look at that. And that is an enemy KV-1S. And that is another enemy KV-1S. And there's a bunch of them. And there's everything in the game that no one ever wants to get hit by. Okay, good to know. This is actually a really good bush that he's staying in for scouting. You can't hang around here for the entire game, but you can hang around for a little bit, just long enough to get opening spots, and then you're going to need to move away. As the enemy team pushes up the 1-2 line, the closer they get to the E line, the more likely you are to be lit. Now, of course, he's in an ALC. He's got the camo skin on. I'm assuming he's got camo trained up on this crew, and I'd like it to see an actual camo net on his ELC, but you know, it's an ELC. It's tiny as it is. So we're just gonna pop it. So he's watching these guys in his peripheral vision, because of course the ELC has its turret locked, and he does want to keep an eye forward. That shot was probably aimed at the KV-1S beside him, but it's not worth sticking around there if there's incoming fire from other places on the map. Now, unfortunately, their Leopard has slipped through our lines and is in the middle of our heavy tanks. So that means all of our guys back there are not being lit. And ooh, I would love to take this shot. Ooh, I would have taken that shot too. Sadly, he missed. Now, it is a 12-second reload on the ELC. And one of the few things about this tank that is truly unfortunate, that and the like 45 degrees arc that you can turn the gun in order to fire. It's really unfortunate, but it balances out the power of this tank, because of course that is a 90mm gun on a tin can and an engine. As that is what the LC is. Ooh, wait. Sorry, he got shot in the back and got set on fire. Now, for anyone who don't know the ELC, this is the ELC engine right here. So that means that shell went all the way through his tank, didn't kill any crew members, but managed to blow up his fuel tank. Actually, the fuel tank might be in the back. I don't know. That was unfortunate. Now, of course, he's running a premium fire extinguisher. Not something I think you need, but it definitely saved his life, as one more tick of fire probably would have killed him, and definitely two would have. And I'm not certain he had the fast enough fingers to put out that fire as soon as it happened. But an auto tank definitely would have. Auto fuel, whatever. The fire extinguisher, that's gonna take a shot and miss everything apparently, which is really unfortunate considering the fact that there was like 6 targets stacked up there. It seems weird that he missed them all, but oh well. It happens. And it looks like he's setting up to take another shot. T-29, ooh, side of a T-29. That's a nice juicy target. No, don't shoot the front of a T-29. No, never, ever shoot the front of a T-29, unless you're looking at it from like the straight front and you can see like the lower glacis. Sure, take that shot, but never shoot the front of a T-29. Ooh, Crusader. No. Unfortunately, fired and the Crusader backed up, and oh, I hate when those shots happen. And that's a nice juicy side with T29. And if he misses that, he'll hit a KB1, which he did. Oh yeah. First kill of the game onto our scout, who's of course harassing the enemy heavies and making them wish they were in a different position. Ooh, we managed to secure the kill on the T29 as well. That's awesome. Now there's only a couple of enemies left. Looks like at least one is still over there. I personally wouldn't bother chasing him. We have 4 guys collapsing down on him that are going to make his life miserable. Plus a KB1S that is actually looking that way too. Now you're not really going to get a shot unless he pushes up the hill again. And he's not going to do that. He's just going to be dead in a few seconds. Yeah, there we go. So you might as well go chase down the artillery, which is, it was either in A1, which apparently it's not because it would be dead at this point, or it's probably, it could be at A6 or likely A0. Those are a good place to check. The other thing about A0 is that's probably where the stug is. Ah, no, the stug's right here. Okay, well, you can go a little bit more ham on the stug. No, just rush the stug. It's fine. It's just a stug. What's it gonna do? Look at you funny? Yeah, it fires fast, but it's gonna miss. Everything misses in the ELC. Ooh, that is a GW Panther, and he is looking at us. Yeah, he is obviously trying to get a kill just through splash damage, except that shot was never going to connect for Mr. Panther. And that is a game, an awesome game. Woot! We're in the cap circle. Woot! I love ELC games. They're always fast-paced and fun. That was 1100 experience without premium, without his daily double. That's kind of impressive. Of course, made 32k. It's an ELC. It always makes money. Mastery Bass Ace Tanker. Woot! Cool job. And of course, the patrol duty, which was richly deserved considering the fact that he apparently hit like every member of the enemy team. And then he shot 2, just, you know, to make sure his presence was really felt. Most experience on his team, not really surprising. Sadly, I mean, with the gun on an ELC, this number can be a little bit higher, but I understand that you really don't want to mix it up in the ELC as well, so it's that balancing game. You want to get into the fight so you can get some awesome damage off, but you want to skirt around the edges of and spot things so your team can mount them. But, you know, this number is always fun when it gets a little bit higher. Doing things like murdering a tiger in an ELC is just hilarious. And so much fun. You really gotta try it if you're an ELC driver. And if you're not an ELC driver, you gotta try the ELC for a little bit. It is this awesome combination of super fast engine strapped on a pair of tracks with a gun that is amazing in its tier. And even up to tier 7, it's still an amazing gun. It's like a tire gun strapped on a little rocket motor. It's great. KB1S managed to earn Spartan and Steel. That guy deserves some props, I guess. You don't see Spartan and Steel on KB1S all that much. And then 6 shots fired, only 2 of them connected. And they were actually good shots that connected. Well aimed and whatnot. 8. Yeah. Wait. Oh, I was hoping one of these numbers would tell me how many how many vehicles he'd spotted damage to. But it doesn't. 4,000 damage spotted. Okay, so this is the one little ELC that was running around the battlefield that everybody just ignored. Has done 4,500 damage to you guys. Yeah, that's what an ELC is good for. 5 minutes, or about 6 minute game, and he made 27k because, of course, repairing a ELC from basically no health to full only cost you about 3 grand, and resupplying ammo never costs a whole lot with an ELC. Now this cost is higher, but he doesn't have the auto resupply on his gold consumables, so this probably cost him 10 grand or something like that. So he still made money, though not as much. And yeah, this is a great game. Thank you so much, dude, for sending it in. I hope I got your name right. If I didn't, I'm sorry. People really got to start telling me how to pronounce their names in their emails. But yeah, thank you so much for sending me an DLC game. I love them. I love casting them. They're so much fun. So cool. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for hitting that like or subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. This is ioEther out.